Hey, this is Gavin Palmer with Hero LFG, and I'm a husband, and I'm a father, and I'm an employee. And people learn to trust me over large amounts of time in which I commit to doing something and I either do it or I don't do it, and that then earns trust within other people's minds about me and who I am. But we aren't very good at that, and we have a limited ability to scale that out for large groups of people. And so this is what I've called the human resource problem. We have a very difficult time figuring out who should be trusted in general. And I have theorized that when we solve the human resource problem, we will be able to do amazing things like provide clean water to all people on Earth. And so that's what I would like to use artificial intelligence to do. And one of the developments which surprised me is the ability for artificial intelligence to read minds. It took me by surprise. And so my hope is that people will be able to have their minds recorded over long periods of time such that we can make decisions as a society about who should be in which positions so that there can be effective collaboration and cooperation. Let's watch the video from the Center for Humane Technology, where they demonstrated where the technology is at as of 2023, March 2023.
Let's go to another one, right? Again, this is another example of translation. So here, they took human beings, they stuck them into an fMRI machine, and they showed them images. And they taught the AI, I want you to translate from the readings of the fMRI, so how blood is moving around in your brain, to the image. Can we reconstruct the image then? The AI then only looks at the brain, does not get to see the original image, and it's asked to reconstruct what it sees, right? So when you dream, your visual cortex sort of runs in reverse, so this means certainly in the next couple of years we'll be able to start decoding dreams. Okay, so it can reconstruct what you're seeing, but can it reconstruct what you're thinking, your inner monologue? So here they did roughly this, it's a different lab, but roughly the same idea. They had people watch these videos and would try to reconstruct their inner monologue. So here's the video, it's this woman getting hit in the back, getting knocked forward, okay? And then what did the AI reconstruct? I see a girl that looks just like me, get hit on the back, and then she's knocked off.
So as you can see, the technology is developing which allows us to understand what's going on inside of other people's heads and our own head. I'm wearing a Fitbit, and so there could be a hat of some sort, or maybe even a less obtrusive technology in the future, which reports to us about our mind states. And so this technology with artificial intelligence has led to new problems, like how do we know that that person knows what they say they know, or did they just go to an artificial intelligence and ask that artificial intelligence to write their paper? Well, using technology like this, we can actually know what's in the mind of the people. And so this isn't a technology that everyone should be forced to wear, but people who want to be, for example, in government should be required to wear these technologies such that we know who we are electing. So before they can even be elected, they would need to wear this technology to show their mind state so that we can learn their trustworthiness. And then people who are appointed and hired to work in the government would also need to wear these devices the same way that people take lie detector tests. And so in this way, we can build organizations that are trustworthy and that are optimized. And so different organizations will have different goals, but I could see this being used in government, and I can see this being used in all kinds of places, but I would point at the church. And so the church could finally find people who are the closest to God, for example. So they would be able to monitor the minds of people within the religion to detect how often the mind strays from a relationship with the highest power. And so in this way, we could end up identifying, the church can end up identifying the people who are closest to God, who can be most trustworthy. And so we have all of these organizations throughout history where people are selected for reasons in which there was trickery, there was deception. And that's just because this mind, the mind of the human, is easily deceived. It's actually a feature of the mind that we ignore so much whenever we're focused on any one thing. And so this technology, my hope is that this technology will allow us to get better at knowing our own mind and knowing the minds of everyone who says they want to be of service. So let me know what you think.